Oh, it's been hell. My mum had COVID. She was 7 weeks in hospital in a coma for nearly 3 weeks.
Lockdown, you feel sometimes you are just 1 second between life and death.
I've never been out of the house for 12 weeks. This is the 11th week, come on Saturday.
We knew nobody, we had no family in the area or friends. So we were literally just in four walls.
It can be quite hard.
So it's been really, really hard, and we've not had our normal supports.
In Edinburgh, 1 in 5 people are living in poverty. However, in areas like Morden and the surrounding areas, that number reduces to 1 in 2.
So you want to say perhaps people who are in need. I'm not going to say needy people because that's not what they are. They're people who are currently in need, and therefore the work that John and all the Goodtrees gang are doing is just so precious right now.
So this is an area of high deprivation, and we're really keen to support these children and their families.
John, the boss of Goodtrees, in my opinion, which he actually is too, but he kens what he's done.
One of the biggest challenges for us was that very early on we lost the use of our building. Of course, it was an Edinburgh Council building, which meant that it was going to be closed, and we were really aware that if anything, poverty was going to get worse in the area and that more people were going to be reliant on our centre. And we started to think through, how are we going to make this work? Because for us, sitting at home wasn't an option.
So what they've had to do is they've had to relocate. So if you like, Goodtrees buildings down there, but some of the Goodtrees staff and a lot of the Goodtrees work has been relocated to the Tron here.
What we then done was spoke with the local minister, Cammy from the Tron in Morden. He gave us a set of keys and told us to bash on.
Now, I first of all would just like to say thank you to all the church folk, because when I said, look, Big John for Goodtrees has been on the phone saying, I need a building, Cammy, our church family immediately said, go for gold, Cammy. Don't hesitate, mate, just go on with it. So the release happened then.
And in the beginning we were thinking if we can't secure a venue, then this is something that we're actually going to have to be doing from our homes.
So before lockdown and before COVID-19, John and his team would have been focused on the building of Goodtrees, and pretty much 75-80% of what they do would have been in that building or around that building.
Goodtrees, like before lockdown, we used to go to youth groups 2 times a week.
On a Thursday it's a boys group, and on the Wednesday it's a girls group.
As well as some groups for younger people as well, for like primary school children.
I think Goodtrees is a huge part of the community here.
But even then there's more other agencies that come in and do stuff.
Most teenagers go to Goodtrees and spend most of their week there.
Out and about, they would do a lot of stuff at our centre. They would do like jogging groups and stuff like that. So say we have people that come to our family group, maybe looking to get a bit fitter, we could just say, oh here, we work with Out and About, they can take you for a jogging class or cooking skills and stuff like that.
So I was working in Morden in general, but you were directly drawn to Goodtrees Neighbourhood Centre because it was something that was in the heart of the community. But it's really grown and developed, and it really does show you what community can do and what it can lend itself to.
I would say that Goodtrees Neighbourhood Centre has an energy that I haven't seen before. And I think that the opportunities that are given to the youth in the area to contribute and make a big difference is fantastic. One of my happiest memories this week is youth volunteers coming out to join the Fitness Roadshow and dancing, safely in the street and encouraging people to dance along with them. And you have the older adults in their front gardens just really appreciating having people of all different ages coming out and having fun.
And, I would say that the work that they're doing has changed quite radically, because they've gone from providing youth and family services of a wide variety of a nature, and they've adopted some of that in the new location, but mostly it's around food now.
What's changed in the community is we've actually had to go out and then put our own time into it, make parcels, and then deliver them to houses of very vulnerable people.
So in the beginning we had only ever set out to support 40 families. However, we by day 3 we were delivering upwards, say 450 packed lunches per day, Monday to Friday. We had identified around about 60 families with a further 40 households that were for elderly residents. Fast forward now to week 10, and we're in a situation now where we've got over 230 odd families identified that are receiving support for us. We're delivering 2,500 packed lunches a week. We've got 100 elderly households, and I suppose what's made it possible is the real community effort and that coming together of different people to support the local community.
As young people, we are volunteering to help deliver meals to the elderly and the vulnerable.
It's nice as ever. I just give Millennia a van whenever he needs one to go and do, whether it's his food deliveries or anything that he needs to collect with the van. I just give Millennia a van.
We've had, for instance, the flats, the concierge, they gave us a key for the recycling bin and that, because they knew what we were doing, they seen how much cardboard and stuff we're going through and that, so they came and gave us a hand with that, as well as giving us a wee fob to get in the flats easy, because we're doing the deliveries in there.
So last week we ran really low on baby stuff, and all we did was really put an appeal up on Facebook, and the community really banded together, and they were just amazing. Within a couple of days our tables were stocked pile high with stuff that we can hand out to vulnerable families that are really struggling.
The young people that have been helping have been for different areas, some people are for Gilmerton, Gracemount, Inch, Morden. So they've all kind of come together, but we already knew each other, but we just weren't hanging about with each other as much because we're from different areas, but I think it's kind of brought everyone together.
I've known John for a while now, the job I do in a school is pupil support officer, and that's pupil wellbeing. So there's a lot of times our roles all entwine, and I can see what he's trying to do. He's trying to bring the communities together, and he's doing that by getting a lot of these kids off the street and doing good in the community. It's absolutely brilliant, amazing. What he's been doing is just blowing my mind. Do you know what? His support's been tremendous throughout this, because he's been heavily supporting us. The goodwill and the things that he's been giving us and the hard work that they've been doing at Goodtrees, I don't think we would have been able to subsidise this.
So since before lockdown we would have had probably a collection per week from the Fairshare food redistribution depot. Since we moved into lockdown, the guys have been down here at least twice a week collecting ambient food, dry foods from the depot here, but also one of the things as an organisation we did was immediately start a new service of food production. So anything up to about 800 meals a week from the kitchens were given to Goodtrees, who are then distributing that around people who need the support in their local areas. Those things don't happen if you don't have a Goodtrees.
I'd never thought that I'd be helping so many people. I'd be delivering lots of packed lunches a day. I never thought I'd be working for 5 hours, 4 hours. I never thought that. It's mental. It's when you're there, it's mental.
Our partners at Morrison's have been a fantastic support each week. They've been giving us pallets of food. so that we can support the local community. They've also been raising funds for us, and they've been going out their way to just support in any way in which they can. And without them, we're very much aware that we wouldn't have been able to support even half of the local people that we are, and that's something that we're really grateful for.
I'm here every day with 600 packed lunches. I think they've got 8 or 9 drivers that take the packed lunches out to various parts of the Edinburgh.
And I don't even know if it's about the packed lunch or just that seeing somebody. Obviously the packed lunch does help, but that seeing Russell and knowing it's somebody, the same person every day, that really, really makes a difference.
When you find somebody brings to you something and help you without not asking them, they provide it by themselves. So, oh my God, for my soul, oh my God, I feel so happy because I found, oh my God, they give me, I don't know how to explain that, but it's okay.
A lot of what John and the gang are doing, you know, you might say, well, it's only 5 packed lunches, but it's the morale boost that gives people. It's the sense that they're not alone that gives to people. It's the sense in which there's somebody that cares.
It is like there is always someone there.
It means so much to me, so much.
Goodtrees is like, really in my heart, is like important to me.
For things like my staff and the personal sacrifice it's meant for them, and the stuff that they've put into it, and the stuff that everybody else is getting it, like, of course it's emotional. Like, it's emotional. So
you know, the milk of human kindness runs through all our veins. But in a busy world, a stressful world, not a COVID world, but just the normal everyday pressures of life, young family, the school run, getting to your work and back, keeping the house tidy, feeding everybody, that's stressful enough. But you know, when we go back to that so-called normal, my main prayer would be is that the Good Samaritan spirit would still be alive and well, and we'd still find ourselves phoning each other, looking out for each other, and blessing each other. Gosh, that didn't mean that.
I think for us, we'll keep going, we'll continue on, and no matter what the pressure is, it's GameFace.